and understand that even in failing, that in order for us to really benefit from our failing, we have to make sure that even in our storm, we're praying to God. That's a blessing even in your storm.
Hallelujah.
I said that's a blessing even in your storm. So God is saying, cut the cord and take the leap.
Come on.
Don't be scared all the time. And as I'm talking to y'all, trust me, I'm talking to myself. This is not me pointing my finger. I do want to make that disclaimer. I want to make that disclaimer because I can hear the enemy. This nigga think he all. I don't know who said that. What y'all said? But God said, I have to put that disclaimer out there so nobody won't get all focused on what we actually talking about. Ain't none of us bigger than nobody else, and none of us is perfect. If I ever look like I'm perfect, or you thought, or he think he perfect, please forgive me, because I do not think I'm perfect. I don't think I'm better than nobody else. But God does. I mean, there is a calling that has to be fulfilled. And as we go through life, I think we have to make sure that we're praying to God to teach us when to talk and when not to talk. Amen. Some of us just simply talk too much. And then some of us don't talk enough. You know, sometimes I find myself not talking enough. But then sometimes the people that say, well, you don't talk enough, they talk too much. So it's just one of those things where you need to find a balance of knowing when to talk and when not to talk. I think the scriptures, y'all gotta help me. Be slow to talk, quick to listen, or something like that. Be swift and slow to wrath, right? And so I actually grew up on, I didn't really know the verbatim, the word, the scripture, but my mom always taught us, stop reacting to stuff so quick. Yeah. Because usually when you react to stuff so quick, then usually look like I don't want to use the word. Yeah, you like a dummy. I would say, he said fool. But usually you look like a fool when you got to go back and say, you know what, I'm sorry. A lot of times we can stop all of that, you know, when we just react slow, like be slow to speak. You know, listen to what's going on and you know, react accordingly. Hallelujah. And so that's why I'm teaching God to teach me when to speak and when to be quiet. And so a lot of mess in our relationships or our friendships or our church or whatever in our life can be stopped if we learn how to speak and when not to speak. And so I'm understanding also that I won't be able to understand everything because I didn't make myself. So we won't be able to understand everything. But we do have the ability to pray to God for understanding. So sometimes God will say, all right, here, since you keep asking, this is what I'm doing right now. So now you're able to understand it, you're able to be able to live your life. And you're almost ahead of the game almost. When God gives you a word, especially when he tells you to tell somebody, you're actually ahead of the game. You know, you can be able to maneuver a little bit swifter, a little bit cleaner because you see what's going on. That's why we always got to stay prayed up. Like the people that, you know, with the church, they got shot. The guy came in and shot the 9 people or whatever. A lot of times, like Pastor Dale said, if they was, I can't say that if they was more spiritual, but a lot of times God will show you stuff before it happens. It may have been some incidents where he may have came in or somebody may have came and tried to open the door and they was able to get in there, you know, and look around and then go back out. And they probably like, why did that guy come in here and look around and he went back out? And then the next time somebody may have went in there, hey, I want to join the church. And then they, I don't want to join. And they walk back out. But then this guy come in and then he shoot up the church. God probably gave them plenty of warnings before that happened. That's why I was telling the apostle that I'm thankful that we do have the door locked. And in order to get in here, you got to bust a window or something, then we're going, you trying to get in, you know, something like that. And, oh yeah, you got to. You have to start quoting. Lift your hands. No, I want you to lift your hand. Put your hand on your heart. I always like to tell y'all to do stuff. Put your right hand on your heart. And say, Lord, deliver me from people.
Deliver me from people.
Think about that. Say, Lord, deliver me from people.
Lord, deliver me from people.
Because sometimes it's going to be the death of us because we care so much about what people think and not enough of what God thinks. God may say, sing this song, and I want you to say this in the song. But I may say, well, they probably ain't going to see that because, I shouldn't say that, or I shouldn't do that. Or preach this because God said, he said preach it. And we're like, nah, God said, stop worrying about what people think about you. What people think about you is not your business. Because the more you try to figure out why they thinking about what they thinking about you, you still, just not even advancing because you're so caught up into what they're thinking about, what they think about you. And when they go home, it's really, at the end of the day, it's nothing that you can do about what somebody think about you. I do want to encourage the young folks that's going through life. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to say this and say that. You're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too ugly. Think of what God says about you is all that matters.
That's right.
And back when Moses, probably the same thing Moses was thinking back at the Red Sea or leading the Israelites. And he was probably, God told him to do a work. And the first thing he said was, God, they probably ain't going to like me. They ain't going to respect me because I got a stutter. But what God told him, God had a sense of humor that day. He said, Moses, I don't care what they say about you. You better get yourself up there. Don't tell Pharaoh to let my people go. I don't care what they say. What did I say? God is telling somebody today, I don't care what they say. What did I say? He told you to go do something and you ain't doing it. Every day of the week you sit at the house, you sit at the same job. He told you to leave that job. He said, stop asking questions and just do what he tells you to do.
Hallelujah. That's right.
But I know it's hard, and like I said, we didn't create ourselves. We can't see the now I get it moment. So it is hard believing in God sometimes or trusting what God is doing.
That's right.
Sometimes it's hard. So, and like I said, I want to have a conversation, and a lot of y'all ain't agreeing. So maybe y'all scared to say, yeah, you're right. But it is hard sometimes. It do get hard sometimes. When my mother died, it was hard for me to figure out why you take her right when I graduated high school, a month after I graduated high school, for to become a man and all of this. That's when you really need your parents. To me, that's how I feel. Of course, at a young age, yeah. But you really need your parents too. To teach you how to be respectful and all that, young man and all that. So it's a lot of stuff that only I figured out by the grace of God and then by other family members. But it was just something that I had to God had to show me, okay, this is why. And then I said, oh, okay. Now I get it. You was able to take me through that in order to get to this. So that's why I put it all in his hands. I try my best to put everything that's worrying me all in his hands. I put this and that in his hands. Because he can solve it. That's a fact. I put it all in his hands. That was a song if y'all didn't realize. But God understands that you're not going to like everything that he do. He understands that you're not going to understand it. That's why he try to make your load light. That's why he said that he won't put more on you than you can bear. And so, but we have to make sure that since he said that he won't put more on us than we can bear, we have to realize that he's not putting more on us than we can bear. I found out that life is choice driven. It's driven, I would say 90, I don't know percentages, but I would say 90% of what goes on in your life, most of what goes on in your life It's dependent on the choices that you made. If we broke, it ain't just, well, the devil working on me. The enemy is heavy right now. No. You broke. It could be money problems. It could be, ultimately it's just money management. May not have enough money. You might have to get a better job. We have to go to school, get a trade. We may have to do something. So that's one of those things that life is choice. Whatever you're going through, usually, whatever you're going through is because of a choice that we made. It's hard for us to accept that, though. It's hard for us to accept that, hey, what I'm going through right now probably is my fault. It's probably because I made the wrong choice. So I'm blaming everybody else, but... And then the other percentage of that is because, like I said, this life is not our own. So God made us. God has everything under control. So some stuff we ain't got no control over anyway. Some stuff that goes in our life, we just ain't got it ain't nothing we can do about that. And a lot of stuff that we worry about comes in that 10%. We worrying about stuff that we can't control, even if God said, okay, here, you still can't control it. Because it's something that's bigger than us. It's something that's more powerful than us. And that's God. That God has to do that. He has to work in the background to do that. The song says, while you're trying to figure it out, He's already worked it out. And so that's why I said that most times of most of the stuff that I'm going through, even now, if I speak on myself, since y'all like to hear people talk about themselves, if I have to speak about myself, most stuff that I'm going through right now is because of the choices I made. I ain't got to get no examples, but I think y'all can figure that out. I'm not going to get no examples. But as I close, I think I covered everything I want to talk about. But I really just wanted to encourage somebody that whatever you're going through, just wait a little while longer. Just wait a little while longer. And you'll get that, okay, now I get it. All things work together for the good. Hallelujah. All these things are put into a gumbo crock pot. And they work together. I don't really like gumbo. I had to keep going. And as I close again, I want to say, don't quit now. You can't quit now. Honestly, it's too late to quit. You're always halfway there, so you might well. It's gonna take you longer to go back to where you was at. You might well finish. Hallelujah. Don't quit now. If you think about it, if you quit now, you'll be back where you started. You'll be back where you started when you was praying to God and crying to God, get me to where I'm at, where I am now. Amen. So He's put you where you wanted to be. So be joyful, be happy about it. Thank you, Lord. Have faith. Hallelujah. And keep going. Hallelujah. Y'all, that's pretty much it. Thank you for the